Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation, and today I thought we'd try a little DPS comparison between Sue, Johnny, and Mr. Fantastic. Now, it's gonna be a little bit difficult, guys, because the one thing we want to do is we want to get their attack stats, her energy attack here, that 21,875. We want to get that pretty close to Johnny. Both of these guys are energy damaging dealing characters. So we take a look at old Johnny here. Take a look at Johnny. Johnny has 21,879 and Sue has 21,875. Pretty freaking close, you guys. Alright, so now Mr. Fantastic though, he's got quite a bit more. He's got 25,767 physical attack. Now the reason I have so much more attack on him is one, he has that 65% all attack leadership, but also I'm doing it because of my cards. I want to try to make this comparison as fair as I can. It's pretty tough, but we're going to try to attempt to do that, guys. But on my cards, if you look at my card effects here, I have about 81% total energy attack. And I only have about 55% physical attack total. You want to add your all attack to your physical attack and you get a total amount of physical attack. And you want to add your all attack to your energy attack to get the total amount of energy attack. So I'm running, about, 26% less physical attack than my energy attack. So that's why my Mr. Fantastic has so much more. So if you take a look at him, he's got 25,767. Now let's go to good old Sue. Now what I'm going to do is, remember, Mr. Fantastic's got 25,000. Looking for Ghost here. Where is she? Where is old Ghost? There she is. Now, I want you guys to look over here in this right hand corner. Right now I got a 5% all attack here. Now when I equip Ghost, I get another 5%. Well, almost. Okay? And then Ghost also gives, in her passive, she gives 20% increased energy attack. So I'm gaining about 25% energy attack with this team. Now if you take a look at Sue right now, her attack's 24,600. So now she's a lot closer to Mr. Fantastic. But I don't want her to have this much. I want Mr. Fantastic to have a lot more attack to account for the amount of physical attack that I have on my cards. So we're gonna unequip old Ghost here. First we're gonna find my man here. There he is. Put old Blade. There's no real reason I'm using Blade and Daredevil, guys. There's no real reason I'm using, well, I am using Cyclops for a reason, because I want to try to, Cyclops gives take a look at Cyclops here. He gives, oh crap, it's passive, there we go. He gives a 15% increased energy attack. And because he does that, he's given Human Torch pretty much the exact same of energy attack as Sue. Sue natively has more energy attack than Johnny, okay? So I had to give Cyclops to account for that. So now that I've explained all these attack differences, let's take a look at Sue's build. Now Sue, right now, she only has 4-star energy attack Urus. Okay? And all of her skills are level 6. She has a stage 6 overdrive set. She has a 180 proc with a CTP. Okay? Now let's take a look at good old Johnny. Now Johnny, he's a little bit different. I got him built way better, guys. He's built quite a bit better. He has 5-star energy attack Urus, plus he has crit rate Urus. So he's pretty stacked up right now. He also has all of his skills are level 6, and he also has a stage 6 Power Angry Hawk. So that and Sue is pretty much the same. And he has a 200% damage prog. And this is a pretty good obelisk for Johnny. Now she does have a CTP, which does give a little bit extra damage because of those extra hits, because of the chain hit damage on the CTP. So I think it's pretty close, to be honest, you guys, but I wouldn't swear by it. Now, let's take a look at good old Mr. Fantastic. Now Mr. Fantastic, all of his gears are 20, and he has 5-star physical attack Urus. Now, I haven't equipped any critical damage or crit rate or ignore defense yet because I'm still debating on whether or not I want to take this guy to tier 2. But right now, as you guys can see, his potential isn't ready anyway, so I can't do it even if I wanted to yet. His skills are all level 6. And this guy has a fully awakened Power of Angry Hawk set. Now guys, when you take a look at a fully awakened set, as you can see in the white text there, it says activation rate 12% chance when attacking, 40% increase of all attack by 20 per second for 20 seconds. And it has a cooldown time of 54 seconds. So pretty much once every minute or so, but less than a minute, this proc will trigger. Now the proc usually triggers at the very beginning of the fight. When you lay down that first hit, first or second skill, this proc will kick in effect, which is giving him 40% increased all attack, whereas Sue and Johnny only will get 20% increased all attack. So that's something to keep in mind in this comparison. He also has a CTP of energy with a 200% damage proc. So Mr. Fantastic's actually got quite some advantages here in this comparison. Now what we're going to do, guys, is... Oh yeah, I want to point out one more thing. Remember guys, Sue, even though it doesn't say it in her skills, she has all defense down on her 3rd skill here. It doesn't say it, but she does have an all defense down. So that's something to keep in mind. And Johnny also has an all defense down on his 3rd skill. And you guys can see it, it says 20% decrease of all defenses, which stacks up to 50%. This is a big difference, especially against world bosses, guys. Against all the world bosses but Thanos, this all defense down will apply to the world bosses. Now Thanos, it will only apply in the first 2 phases. And the first boss we're going to test against is against Thanos with these teams. We're just going to hit the proc one time. We're going to see how much of the bar they take down against Thanos. Then we're going to go into ABX, run ABX for 1 minute each, and see how much damage they do there. And the reason I want to go into ABX is because the all defense down will not work on the beast. So now then you're just going to be seeing raw damage. So guys, let's take all these guys, test them against Thanos, and then let's test them in ABX and let's see how they do. Let's rock and roll. Now we're going to start with Sue. And the reason we're going to go against Thanos, guys, because it doesn't matter if you have a physical or energy dealing damage character. The damage is going to be the same against Thanos no matter what. So let's see what she does here. That proc? Dang, man, just a little over a bar. Alright, so let's check out old Johnny. So now we're going to do old Johnny. Now Johnny's got a bit of an advantage, you guys, because when he does his 3, it's a channeling skill that you can just keep pouring on. Whereas Sue, it's just a quick burst of damage. So like right here, we're holding the 3. Not too shabby. So let's see if Mr. Fantastic can out DPS his wife and Johnny. I'm going to start with that 4, try to get that all attack buff, and then hit the 5 and get the proc on the 5. Not bad. Just a little over bar, you guys. Now something else to think about, you guys, with Mr. Fantastic is, if you look up in the top left hand corner where that 3 is, I got a little green circle around the 3 and it says buff from 4. That's the all attack buff that I'm getting from using the 4 skill. If you look to a little bit more to the left, right next to the Mr. Fantastic face, there's a 15 with a green circle around it. That's your ISO 8 proc buff. So when I did this damage, when I hit that damage proc, that proc kicked in, guys. That means he was getting 40% all attack buff from his ISO 8 set, whereas Sue and Johnny were only getting a 20% all attack buff from their ISO 8 set. So that's something to keep in mind, guys, when you're looking at this comparison. So we'll do good old Sue first. And guys, I'm just going to play 1 minute of this, and at exactly 1 minute, I'll have a screenshot show you guys exactly what they got after 1 minute. So far the proc looks like it's landing pretty good. And remember, guys, Sue, we're just doing a DPS comparison. I can definitely build Sue way better than this. But I just want to give you guys an idea. People are always wondering who's the best, who's the strongest. And I wanted to give you guys an idea, at least as close as an idea as I could for you guys to maybe make a decision on who you really want to build. Free to play wise, I definitely say Johnny would be your best bet for sure. As far as a character that's valuable and that can do pretty much about anything, then maybe Sue. And unfortunately, I think Mr. Fantastic's last, but I don't know, guys. We'll see. So as you guys can see, she hit 99,289. So let's take a look at good old Johnny. Now I want to say something about good old Johnny that I was wrong about a minute ago. When you hit the 5, it gives him a 25% increased all attack, which overrides your ISO 8 set, guys. So he's getting 25%, not 20%. It's only for 5 seconds, but he's still getting it. So yeah, as you guys can see, old Johnny, man, he's pretty freaking mean. You know, I give him the same amount of energy attack as Sue. Granted, he does have a better damage proc, but again, Sue has the CTP. So it's I don't know, sometimes it's tough to gauge, to be honest. But like I said before, I just want you guys to have an idea. Look at that. He already hit 60,000, and his all defense down isn't even applying to the beast. It's not even applying, guys. So that's something to think about. And again, you know, my Johnny is built a little bit better. He does have all the crit rate, and he's built up a little bit better. He's got 5-star Urus instead of 4-star, so these are things to think about. But man, he's vicious, guys. He's doing pretty freaking awesome. Pretty impressive, to be honest. So Johnny got 119,115. Okay, so let's take a look at good old Mr. Fantastic. Time to separate the boys from the men. Hopefully. We'll see. See what this old boy will get. Okay. Doing pretty good. Proc went on the 5. That's good. Alright. And proc came at the end there. That sucks. That's not too good. And again, guys, he's getting that 40% all attack from his ISO 8 set. It just went off. So now he's not getting it. Well, he's doing pretty good, guys. I mean, you gotta see, this is where Mr. Fantastic's probably gonna shine a little bit more, because he doesn't have an all defense down, which against the beast is just fine, but against world bosses it kind of sucks. Without an all defense down against the world bosses, you just don't do as much damage. And honestly, that kind of hurts him. I almost feel like he has to be tier 3 to really tear it up and get it done. So he got 134,000, which is better than the other two, but I mean, he's got a CTP of energy with a 200% damage proc. The ISO 8 proc gives him a 40% all attack buff. I don't know, guys. I mean, honestly, I think for a tier 2, a native tier 2, I think he should be a little bit better. I mean, I think they pretty well set up, Netmarble set up this guy to where he's going to really shine at tier 3, unfortunately. So, I don't know. But you guys, you know, you decide if this video was fair, if I did things right, if maybe I could have done something better. You know, give me your opinions on it, you guys. Let me know if I did something wrong or if I could do something better the next time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.